Hello everyone, my name is Jason Kreitzer, and I will be one of the two discussion leads for this week's topics on the placebo effect, distrust, and expectations. Now imagine for a moment that you're an employee of Facebook and have been put into a group that has been tasked to conjure up a new way of creating value for the firm and for its customers. Now your group is quite clever and has devised an experiment and need to put it into effect. So you have put together a group of about 150 participants and divide them up into three smaller groups. Now the control group, first group, is going to use Facebook with some new features, add-ons onto it, what may you, and then have them take a survey afterwards, and then have them go to a waiting room to await the results. Second group, you do the same thing except at the very top of the page, it reads something to the nature of Facebook users report that using Facebook has helped them increase the number of face-to-face interactions they have had, and as well increase the enjoyment they receive from those such interactions. The third group has that same statement, use Facebook, fill out the survey afterwards, but an inclusion to it, right before they use Facebook, has a statement that states something to the nature that their earnings for the day have to be cut in half due to the new features of Facebook. And so, in essence, that statement will make it feel as if, they're having to pay a fee for their services. So, everyone goes to the waiting room afterwards, and this is where the real experiment begins. We throw in a fourth group that kind of starts talking amongst themselves, here and there, two or three of them at a table and such. And what we really want to see is if that statement, having it being put on Facebook, and whether having them be charged a fee for using Facebook will help these people engage in their interactions, hence creating a placebo effect. Now, my hypothesis is that the third group, the ones that would feel that they're being charged a fee, and as well have that statement suggested to them, they'll be more proactive and initiate several more conversations than the other two groups. Now, I'm hoping that this would be somewhat of a placebo effect, and I'm curious as to your thoughts if you would agree or not, and as well if this would be something that Facebook would be interested in doing, and maybe if it wasn't for face-to-face interactions, if it could be for something else even. So, three questions I'm asking there is, would that be something Facebook would be interested in? If you had to modify the experiment, what would you do differently? And if you were to agree or disagree with my hypothesis. Now, I do want to ask one last question with this, is as I was putting this study experiment together, was that the placebo effect appears to be quite short-term. I'm curious if any of you have a story or are able to relate an experience where the placebo effect is long-term. We read in our book that several of the placebo effects, operations and such, only lasted months to a few years. Is there anything that's of a longer term than maybe 5+ years? Let me know. Thank you.